don't want a guy to talk to me like trash. Come to me properly and I'll give you the time of day. Don't come to me properly and I'm just gonna keep it moving. I'm getting like so upset right now, I don't know why.
This tea though.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this subject is because the video that I did before on the glow up, that video, I know like a lot of people, it has helped them, and I do see your comments and feel like I want to talk more about this subject. You guys really want to know more about like how to really love yourself and gain confidence. Loving yourself is a really, really big part of growing and how you actually eventually glow up. You need to love yourself like to the point where if someone says something to you, you're not shaded by it. You need to just laugh it off, like, cool. So what you're gonna tell me is really not gonna faze me right now, so bye. If you don't love yourself, you will not get anywhere in life. That is in relationships, in friendship, in your career, whatever you're doing, you will not get anywhere if you do not love yourself, if you do not have like respect enough to stand up for yourself in situations and just be able to walk away when it's time to walk away, or to just be able to say no. The thing I want to say is know your worth. Know how much you are valued and how much nobody like can tell you anything about yourself. People don't know that about themselves because people don't tell them like, oh, you are so beautiful, you are important, you are this, you are that, you are smart, you is kind, you is important. I feel like if people don't hear that, sometimes you don't feel like you are valued. No matter if anybody tells you you are important, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. Like, that's just the reality of it all. Know how much you are worth. You will not let anybody treat you the way people will treat you, whether it's bullying in relationships. You will not allow that to happen about it, because you know at the end of the day you are worth more, and they just don't have the pleasure of being in a relationship with you or being in a friendship with you. Know yourself, know your worth.
Know yourself, know your worth.
The second thing I want to say is I personally hate, really like despise guys who just don't know how to talk to you respectfully. I don't allow guys to talk to me like that. I'll literally walk away. Part of loving yourself really is just not giving into guys who talk to you like that. But you should ever be put in a situation where they feel like they called the attention on themselves. You should never feel that way about yourself, because at the end of the day, you look banging in that dress, you look banging in that dress. Respect for yourself enough to just not like give people like that the time of day. If you don't know how to approach me properly, then we already know where this situation will be going. So boy, bye. So moving into bullying, I was bullied a lot. Never felt good about myself, or basically hiding behind someone's shadow. That really affected me because I was always shy. Never like an outcast, but that's just how I felt. Really, I didn't really love myself back then enough to just stand up for myself. There was no reason for me to listen to what somebody had to say about me. And people are calling you certain things, and when they make fun of you to the point where you come home crying about it, love yourself enough to know that they aren't your friends. You really need to learn how to really have that respect for yourself, and when to say no to people, when to let people go, and when to walk away from situations. You really need to find your voice and stand up for yourself. Standing up for yourself is a really big part of loving yourself, and if you don't know how to stand up for yourself, then you will not be able to do anything. With self-love comes confidence, and they both go hand in hand. I feel like, to me, self-love is confidence, and it's not being ashamed of who you are. Just knowing what you want and going for it, that is really an attractive feature. Also, respecting yourself has a lot to do with how you view yourself. Thinking negatively about yourself, then that is what kind of energy you will always bring into every situation. If you respect yourself and know your worth and know how much you are valued, then you will never think that you can't do something, because you will be able to do whatever you put your mind to. And maybe it's not the certain time that something's happening that you want it to happen now, but it will happen eventually, and you just have to have the patience and understand that you are not like everybody else, and you are different. Like, everybody is different. So what may be happening for somebody right now may not be happening for you in the future. It will. And when you understand those things and understand that life happens in different ways for everybody. I think that's the end of this video. That is all I really wanted to talk about. I hope you guys got a lot from this video, and I hope it really did help people if you're struggling with confidence or loving yourself, or even if it's just a reminder that you are valued. I really hope that you got something out of this. Guys, so much for watching, and I will see you in our next video.
I hope you learn to make it on your own, and if you love yourself, just know you'll never be alone. I hope that you get everything you want and that you chose. I hope that it's the realest thing that you ever knew.